Word. Awesome toroid video just posted. So I just wanted to point out a cool thing that I think is interesting that goes along with a bunch of that stuff up there. So ISO bend. With an ISO bend, the orbit goes 360 degrees between bends, right? And so that results in the bend point being in the same place or isolated. Isolating the bend point. And those things go together because in order to isolate the bend point, the orbit has to go 360 degrees or it would be a different kind of bend. The bend point would be somewhere else on the orbit, not isolated, right? So then that is ISO bend. Then you can link bends. And so linked bends are when you bend, linked bends is what I call them. Some people call them anti-bends, but the idea being, here's my first bend. Like, the second bend will be 180 degrees away in the orbit. And then the third bend will be 180 degrees from that, and so on. Always bending 180 degrees. That gives you these unicursal stuff. Bam. That's like a 5-pointed star. So that's an interesting thing because 180 gives us a reversal, right? If I'm facing this way and I go 180, reversed. If I'm facing this way and I go 360, same, back to where I started. If I'm going this way and I do 180 plus 180 plus 180, I'm reversed. So an even number of 180s leaves me in the direction I started, and an odd number of 180s has me facing the opposite direction. So if I take a 180 bend and I have an even number, this is forward, still forward. If I have an odd number, now it's reverse. If I double an odd number, I get an even one, and now it's forward again. That's the 180-ness. So here, again, I'm spinning forward. I bring my hand, I rotate the orbit 180 degrees around that point, bring it where now it's in reverse, right? So it's another 180 back to where I started. Or you can do it like this. 180 is reverse, another 180 back to where I started. So that kind of explains that whole weirdness of odd numbers reversing direction and even numbers maintaining direction, right? It's because 180s. So multiples of 180, multiples of 360. There was something else I wanted to throw your way, but I can't remember right now. But I just think that's an interesting thing, the 180-ness of things.